Hello Hoopers, Roro here from Project Hoop, and I'm uploading these videos that I originally taught as online classes during COVID-19. I'm sure you can appreciate that the quality of them is not amazing, but it's not about that. It's about making hula hoop accessible to anybody and everybody who would like to learn. So I hope you enjoy these videos and happy hooping. Bye bye. Nice to see you. What's Helen doing? She's lying down. Hi, you want to lie down? Oh, you're upside down. You're at the side. I was like, how's she doing that? Okay. Yeah, if you've not done this before, all of you have done this before, apart from, I recognise one new face. Yeah, basically, I'm just going to let another person in. There we go. Brilliant. If you've not been here before, then this is how it goes. I talk to you guys here. This is the webcam. And then I see you guys over here, which is where the laptop's at. And then there's another laptop up here, which is where I record just moi for the takeaways, okay? So if you see me like darting between here and there, it's to let somebody in. The rest of you, I'm just explaining stuff you already know. I mute you so we don't all hear everything that's going on at home. Sometimes that can be embarrassing. If you want to ask me anything, just unmute yourself and ask me. Otherwise, I have to ask you to unmute yourself. It just makes it take ages. Okay? So this is like a little experimental kind of thing that I've been playing with. Yeah? Can you all hear me okay, or do you need to turn the music off? Because I know sometimes like Zoom does two things. Zoom's like all the music or no music. So if it's okay, it's okay. Not? Yes? Yes. Good. 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 Everyone likes the offspring. Anyway, okay. So this is like tosses and passes versus rolls. So it's kind of like using those as a kind of move, a base move to get into a roll. Yeah? So it's like playing around with different things. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start off nice and gently. And we're just kind of, I'm going to take my hoop and I'm going to have it in my right hand, which is my dominant hand. Yeah. And I'm just facing to the left so you can see me. Yeah. And I'm going to start my hoop spinning, and it's spinning around my hands. And I've got my hand in what I always refer to as that gecko position. I call it gecko because like, I think it's geckos when you see them like climbing stuff, like they do this with their hands. Yeah. Ones I see do anyway. So you're going to hold your hoop, give it a nice push down, and you're holding it at the side of you. Okay, so you can see me from this angle. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to go here. So it's in my right hand, which is my dominant hand. So you choose whichever is your dominant hand, all right? And what we're going to do is we're just going to practice an infinity toss very briefly. So can you show me your infinity tosses? Do we do infinity tosses? We know what they are. Yes, Helen is demonstrating that. So, well, yeah, okay, so nice and quickly, because we're just going to go from this move anyway. So an infinity toss is where we have the hoop swinging, we flick it over, we catch it with the other hand, okay? And when we flick it up so it clears that area where our shoulder blade is, and we catch it on the other side. So on the swing down, I flick up, and then I catch over on my right shoulder with my left hand. And I swing down onto my left side and I go under my back. And watch out for the ceiling, so we bend our knees because of insides, and I catch, yeah? So catch, 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 catch. Okay, and if you're doing it, if you can do that, so I'm going to come into the one-handed variation. If you can do that, I just want you to keep it on one side. Okay? So I'll elaborate slightly. So if we're doing a juggle toss, what am I talking about? If we're doing an infinity toss, and I'm not going to spend too much time there, we're just going to go underneath and flick with one hand. So my hand comes up, right behind, up near my shoulder blade. I release, so I flick it up. I clear this area where my shoulder is, and then my left hand is up here next to my right shoulder blade, ready to catch it. Okay, so you're essentially throw catch, throw catch, throw catch, throw catch, throw catch, throw catch, throw catch. Nice Sonny, nice Helen, nice Lila, Lily. I'll go through a few things. Nice Hannah. So common themes. So before I do common themes, if you're doing the one-handed variation, what you're going to do is you're going to throw it up, and when you catch it, you're going to catch it with your hand on the inside. And you're all going to come to this point anyway, so listen. You're going to catch it with your hand on the inside, like so. Yeah, so you're going to flick it up, and that hand's going to come at the top, and then it's going to keep on going around it. So in, around, in, around. I just want you to get confident with that flick. Yeah? If you are struggling, that's it, nice. And you want your arm to be as compact as possible. So you want to really flick over and catch. Yeah, so flick, catch, flick, catch. So common themes that I'll quickly go into. If you're finding that you're not clearing your shoulder, then you are probably leaving a gap. So you're creating a gap here, which means you've got further to throw. If you throw it, it's going to go backwards, and you don't want it to go backwards, okay? Also, what tends to happen is people bang into it. So you'll flick it over, and then you'll bump yourself into it, which means it's going to come off anyway. Bouncing off ceiling. Bend your legs. Bend your legs. Bend your legs. Throw from lower. If you throw from lower, you can get over the ceiling problem, I find. Nice. Good, good, good. Okay? Nice. Good. And I'm just going to show the next part. Ooh, nice, Sonny. Just so you can see where you are going with this. Way! Nice. Writer's grotto. WG, that's what I'm going to call you. My G in the grotto. You good? Yeah? So let it come all the way under and catch. Under, catch. Under, catch. Just do it in little bits. And look how far the release is. Yeah, so it really, I bring my hand all the way up and really release really close, and it's really compact. And you want to like do, it's a bit like you're doing a backwards bowling. Okay, so up, over. And I want you to practice that with your, so doing the one just with your left, yeah, and then doing the one with your right. Okay, and we're just going to look at taking that into a roll. So it doesn't matter if you can't do a juggle toss. Can we just like get that word and put it in the bin from my brain? So it doesn't matter if you can't do an infinity toss. Yeah, let's just look at this one-handed. Imagine, if you can, imagine you've just done loads of them like a boss. You just say that way, and then you're going to go into this, yeah? So what we're going to do, so it's in my right hand, I'm facing forward, so I'm facing to the left. That's my left hand that way, yeah? So I'm facing forward, it's in my right hand. We're just going round, and the hoop is going anti-clockwise. And as I do my throw-ups, so as I do my tosses, what I'm going to do is as I release, I'm going to pivot on my right leg. I'm going to open out to the front, yeah, stepping out the left. So facing forward on my right side, pivot out, and I'm going to, as I flick, I'm going to open myself out and land the flick onto my arm, creating a roll, yeah? So right hand anti-clockwise, turn and roll. Okay? Now when I flick, so I flick up, and then I'm actively putting my arm underneath it, okay? Making contact. Now if you want to try and make contact with your fingers, go for it. Or try and keep them kind of angled so that you can kind of create that roll. Yeah, I kind of go for round where my forearm is. Yeah, so right, flick, step out, roll. Okay, so down. And obviously we've got ceilings, so they're not going to be as beautiful as they could be. Nice, Sonny, good. Girls on fire, you've done so well. You've learned amazingly. So we've just got that one arm that we're going in for. Nice. Okay, that's good, Izzy. Nice, Layla. So remember when we do that flick, nice, Sonny. When we do that flick, so Sonny, I want you to try going in from like a continuous juggle toss. Can we get rid of it? Burn it. Infinity toss. So I want you to really warm up on it, and then, oh, she says. So really warm up on it, and then ceilings, and then you're gonna go on that last one, open out. Does that make sense? Sorry, it's trying. Yeah, there we go. Good, good, good. Okay, common themes, because we're not gonna stay on this forever. This is just like a nice little warm up. Is when you do your toss, don't toss with your arm open. Don't toss like that, because it's gonna go backwards. So remember, you're tossing under and over. Yeah, and as you do that toss under and over, you're stepping out and you're extending that arm into a roll. Nice, Izzy. Maybe took your computer camera out the game though. Nice, Sonny. It's good. It's good. Let's get it nice and woo. Let's have a look. Nice, Emily. Nice. That was really good. Well done. It's good, Hannah. Yep. Okay. So this is like stepping out. So again, we just pivot out. My face. And do it that way. And we're going to try it another way. Okay, so we've got a way of stepping out into it, and there's another way that we can do this as well, which is where if I start my hoop, it's on my right side, and what I'm doing is it's going anti-clockwise, and it's kind of behind me, so instead of it being here, I'm just holding it out here, so it's at the side of me, sorry. So I'm facing forward, so I was facing that way before, so I've turned around. That way, which is my left, if I do it that way, and this way, which is my right, so I'm facing more that way. Yeah, welcome to the world of dyspraxia. It's awfully confusing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck it underneath my arm. I'm going to show you from the back, and I'm going to make contact on this part. So instead of going like that and making contact, I'm just going to flick straight up. I'll just show you from this angle what I'm talking about, and just make contact there. Yeah, so I flick up and then I let it touch my arm, so I'm deliberately, as soon as I flick it up, I'm bringing my arm underneath it so I can create that roll. Yeah, so flick, wait. So we're not doing this, we've got easy mode, which is opening out into the hoop. So flick, open, out, yeah? Or we've got just staying exactly the same without doing the pivot and the step. And what we're going to do is we're going to flick up, and then we're going to extend our arm because the hoop's going to land on our arm and roll straight down it. So we go flick, arm underneath, arm straight. Nice. Nearly, Helen. It's alright, it's alright. So we want it to roll down, so it should skid. So as you flick it up, it will touch your arm and it's just going to skid down it. And if you keep your arm nice and straight, it will chill it out as well. Then you can just let it just fall back. Wait, you can just practice just trying to get as many of them as possible. Yeah. Nice. That's good, Helen. And you can practice the other arm as well if you're like, I know what I'm doing with my right or my left, then switch it up and take it into your non-dominant arm. Okay, so around. Wait, that wasn't very good. Yeah, so just forward, under, whoa. And at the minute, I'm working on trying to do these at once. So you kind of flick them and then catch them like that, because I think in my head I'm a superhero. There we go. So yeah, just flick under, nice and straight. So Becky, really flip underneath hand. Yes, you've got to get it flick under so you can clear, and then we're extending that arm out and catching. And remember, once we've got it on one hand, so that's my right hand done, I'm going to go up. That wasn't very good. I'm going to go up and I'm going to do it with my left. Okay, so let's just have a little look what you're doing. And if you want to be brave and try two at once, like, go for it. Nearly. So make sure that it took. Nice! Yeah, you know what I'm talking to, Hannah. That was good. Yeah. Good. So you really want to keep that arm nice and straight. Nice. So look at what's going on. Hey, that was good, Zara. No longer in the grotto. There we go. Nice. Layla, let's have a look. Good. That was alright. You just didn't catch it. That was good. That was good. That was good. That was good. Nice, Sonny. That was very smooth. Yeah, and once we've got it one side nice and smooth, we're going to take it, we're going to try it on the other side. I know nobody likes to do that, but life isn't always about doing everything we want to do, unfortunately. So just flick and just have a go with that other arm. Whee. And if you want to try two, try two. I have been experimenting with two, so doing it at the same time. If you want to do that, let me know. No. Yeah, some of the looks. Look, Emily, let's do this flick. So you could go in from doing some petals into that nice roll. Yeah, it's just nice. I just think it's really smooth. And there's tons of stuff you can do afterwards. Yeah, so you've got two options there. You've got your infinity tosses, yeah, and we can either go up, catch, yeah, or we can go with the step out. So we go 1, 2, 3, whoa, there we go, just round landed it. Nice, Sonny, yes, my girl, there we go, good, good, good. Yeah, let's have a go and see. So start the moving. And like, I just imagine I'm Spider-Man and I've got some like crazy hoop web. Yeah? That's it. So you just like tuck them under. Wait, there we go. Nice. I think it looks badass. Oh, it does look badass when you drop them though. Nice. Yes! And there's also the option to try and get them going at different times. But we'll just stick with. Oh, right there. Tricky bugger. It is a tricky bugger. Good, nice, nice, nice. Okay, so remember if we're doing that flick, nice. So, Becky, really send it underneath your armpit. Yeah, really send it underneath the armpit. These are very bouncy. There we go. Good. Nice, Sonny. That was perfect. That was well cool. Good, good, good. All right, we're going to move in a moment. Any questions before we move on to another bit? No. Okay. All right. So we're going to look. I've got so much written down as usual. One arm roll. Okay, so nice and easy. And then we'll go into some vertical rolls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll the hoop. So I'm taking my dominant hand and I'm nice and outstretched. And I learned this move off Gail O'Brien, so I'm not going to take credit for it. Yeah. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it up. That's it. Show me your rolls. I know some of you can do them. There we go. Good. Nice. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to start with my right hand. And as I roll over, my right hand is going to come over the front of me. Sorry, I'm going to roll it into a back roll, yeah? Not a chest roll, I'm getting confused. Okay, so it's going to roll as a back roll. Show me back rolls. Yeah. There we go. Good. And as it comes behind me, I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to cross it over the front. And I'm going to catch the hoop in my palm facing down, and the hoop's going to spin like so. So I'll show you from behind so you can see. Yeah, so that miss. There we go. Yeah, so I'm going to roll it in. So you're crossing that hand over. Yeah. Nice. So you're not turning your body, you're keeping your body in the same place. So the only thing that's happening without the hoop, I'm starting here, I bring my arm over and I catch the hoop as it comes to do that back roll. Yeah? Good. That's it. Yep. So one way, over. And you're catching it on your fingers like you were when we were doing the infinity tosses earlier on. Okay. Nice. And you want to keep it spinning. Ooh, don't knock it off like I did. There we go. There. That's it. So keep it spinning at the side as you catch it. So over, nice Helen, catch, and then it's going to go around your hand. That's it, nearly. So as you see the bulk of the hoop start to approach on your left side, you're going to bring that right hand over to the left and catch it on that hand and keep it pushing. Nearly. So you're going to have a nice roll. Nice. Nearly. Good, Izzy. Cool. You're probably like, now what? I'll tell you what. Okay. So where you're going to go from there is, if we do a mandala, so if I break this down, if we do a mandala and the mandala is going upwards, I can bring my hand up and I can bring it over my body. It doesn't have to stay behind me. So if I'm doing a mandala and my hand's coming up, and I'd normally bring my hand behind here, I'm not going to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my hand over my body like we just did with that catch, whoosh, onto the other side, and you will end up in the same position you just were with that catch, with that roll. Yeah, so I'll show you from here if you're a bit like, what? So hoop is spinning upwards. This is a mandala. You all know mandalas. Yep, but what I'm going to do, instead of passing behind my head, I'm going to bring this arm over to this side, over the front. Yeah? Ending up in the same position we were when we just caught that roll, right? Yeah? So we're the same, but different. So we've got roll, catch. And I can push it back out. Huh? Or we've got the mandala going up, and it's going to cut across our body, whoosh, just like our arm did to catch that roll. If I've confused you, tell me. Nice. And when you've got it behind you, what you're going to do is you're just going to spin it back. So you're just going to bring your arm back up over your head, pushing it into the hoop as you do it. And you can just practice bringing your arm up and over and turning. So you're turning it over, so you're bringing that arm over, turning to the other side, and then bringing it back behind you and over. and untangling it. That's it. So we're here, and keep on back, out. Yeah. Good, Helen. That's it. And you can just practice doing that. Remember, you're doing it. It's like you cut across your neighbour's lawn. It's that kind of thing. Like the mandala has its path, goes behind your head. This one's a bit lazy. It doesn't want to go behind your head. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go with the front. I'm just gonna cut around the front and end up over there. And you're like, okay, that's fine. And just bring it back. So as you're bringing it back, you really need to push into each one of them. It's just the same as petals. Yeah. So when you put them all together, what have you got? You've got a roll. Right on the floor. You've got a roll, catch, bring it over, back. Yeah? Nice. Very good. That's it. Nice. That's it. Once you're there as well, even if you're there, you can just walk with it. Turn back round and come out of it. Yeah, it's up to you how you want to play it. Nice. Wee. Lovely. Nice, Sunny. Very good. Lovely. So you want to be nice and straight when we do it. Good. Throw in a few more options for this one. We're not doing that. We're sticking to the plan today, Roisin. We're not doing crazy stuff. Okay? Any questions about that little move? Yeah, there's also a little, I'll throw this in, I didn't intend on teaching it, but I'm just going to do it anyway. If you wanted, like going from that, if you're going from a roll, so again, this wasn't intended, didn't make the cut, but here it is anyway. I'm just giving this as like a super advanced thing that you can try, because you're actually using the same roll down onto the arm. So you're using this type of roll when you're doing it, and that's why I'm showing it. So anyone who wants to have a go at this, so you can do a roll and you can stop it with one arm, and then you can push it behind your head, and then you can push it onto that arm behind your head. Yeah? So if I show you from this angle, again I didn't teach on this. Didn't teach, can't speak today. So this is my right hand. Right's gonna roll a chest roll. I'm gonna stop it with my palm. I'm gonna push it behind me so it's spinning. And on the spin down, I'm gonna allow it to touch my arm and go down. So if you are feeling super confident and plucky, then try that. You don't, that is like, this is crazy mode, this one, okay? So don't feel that you have to, just throwing it in there. So it's a chest roll, I stop it with my palm, and if you've done these things with me before, you know how I do, like that, there we go. So palm is away, and I'm just gonna push it behind my head, yeah, and it's gonna go around my hand, and as it's going around my hand in the same kind of position we were here, but hand is here, on the swing down, you're gonna make contact with your arm and turn it into a roll. Yeah, so it's hard mode. Okay, so I show you, that's it, Sonny, push down. And then push with your hand. That's it, I'll show you, we'll do it as a breakdown together. So we're gonna roll, we're gonna stop, we're gonna push it behind us and push it around your hand. So keep it going again in that mandala kind of pose. And you can see it on this side, and on the swing down, you're gonna have your arm straight and it's gonna roll down your arm. Nope. No, okay. It's there if you want it. It's food for thought. And I found when I was doing it, you need to pull your bum out of the way, otherwise there's like it gives you a hiding, and you're like, I don't like this joke. But yeah, that one, it wasn't part of the plan. It's just there if you want to play with it. It's also part of the same kind of family, I've decided, yeah. So with that one more time, you're rolling up, right to left, I stop it, I push it. It's really hard to slow down as well, you need the momentum. So I'm gonna push it, it's gonna go around my hand, and on a swing down, I'm gonna put my arm out, and it's gonna go down my arm. Like a good little hula hoop. Oh, see, even this is why I didn't intend to teach you this, but I will be doing this for a challenge. I'm gonna get this off because it's slippy. There we go. I'll do it one more time just because I'm for the takeaway video. Anyone who's like, I need to know what you did. So rolling up, comes behind us, and then on the swing down, we make contact with that arm and catch. Okay, right? Nice! Whee! Woo woo! You did it. So look, yes. Push behind, yes. Yee! And release! Yeah! Yeah, well done. Try and get it really smooth. And like you have to really move your bum back out the way. Yep, otherwise it starts to tan you. It starts to be like, you naughty. You're like, okay. So yeah, really push back and then push down and try and get it to climb down your arm. And it's of the same thing that we're playing with this, yeah? Or or with this roll, catch, and then we've got it back over here, yeah? Cool, and the same with the two roll stuff as well. Cool, I'm gonna move on, because I've got lots of things for you all. Alright, we're gonna have a look at some vertical rolls. And passes. So we're gonna start with one hoop. I'm gonna use two, these are two very, very new and very bouncy, shiny, purple naked polypro. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be using today. If you wonder, standard tubing. I'm going to hold my hoop in my right hand to start with, and I'm going to bring it up to my chest area, here, and I'm going to release, and then I'm going to catch the hoop at the back with my right hand. So I'm going to go right hand up to the left side, release and catch behind. Yeah, and as I catch, my thumb is up, release, catch, up, release, catch. Okay, and it is vertical. Nice, Izzy, good. And what you want to do at first when you do it, it will kind of like, it will do a bit of a matrix thing as it goes past you, like, and you're like, whoa. And what you want to do is you want to try and like, get it less like this and more like this. But keep that nice little, if it does that nice little spin, that little back kind of spin on it, like keep that because that's cool. But you just want to try and get it as vertical as possible. And my hand release is really close to my chest. Yeah, so I'm not releasing down here. I remember when I first saw people doing these, I was like, oh my God, what is it? I need it. Yeah, keep yourself nice and straight. That's it, good. So we're just using the same hand. So throw up and catch. And you're throwing it up to just where the center of your chest is, allowing it to go over your shoulder. Up, catch. Okay, so up, catch. And when I catch it thumb up, palm facing away from me. And I don't bring my arm all the way over to the other side. I kind of have it, it's more over to that side, but it's kind of more in the middle. It's not like when we're doing crazy behind the back, straight jacket, crazy stuff. It's more like here. Nice. Good. And you want to keep yourself nice and straight, so throw and catch. So have a little go. And you can do it with your, once you've got it with one, so remember you want to let go of it. So I let go, so it's not a fold. because it's a roll. So it's like a pass really and a toss all together. So practice 1-1, 1-1, one way. God, oh God, I need to go back to bed. Didn't sleep last night. There you go. So practice one way, so swing up, catch, same hand, and then practice the other way, depending. Okay, and just try and get a couple of catches. So just go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and then once you've done that, just go 1, whoops, daisy. Just go 1, minus whoopsie daisy, 2, minus whoopsie daisy, 3, minus whoopsie daisy. Look how well we're doing. That's it. Come on, Helen. Release down here. Yeah, so no slinging. So we're not going to sling it over. That's going to go where we don't want it to go. We're going to pass, toss here. Really vertical, close to your body, which will mean it will just fall over the back part there. Yeah, if we bring it up here and launch it, then it's going to go over there, and we don't want it to go over there. There. So how are we getting on with that? Nice. And try and keep your body nice and still when you do it. I know it's really hard. So try and keep your body really still. And if you're like, do you know what, I can do that. Piece of cake, Roisin. Love cake. What you can do is you can change it up a bit. So you can go throw, catch. So you can catch with the other hand. So I can throw up with the right, catch at the back with the left, throw up with the left, catch at the back with the right, depending on where you are at with it. So you can go throw, catch, using the same hand. So remember the hand goes to the opposite side, and then you catch with the same hand at the back, thumb up, palm facing away, or you can switch them around. So you can go throw, catch, and then you can go throw. Oh, what I've done is I've caught it with the left, so I'll bring the left up to the right, catch with the right, right to the left, catch with the left. So just take your time with it, that's good, nice. And try not to splay your arms when you catch it, because what happens is you end up knocking it off. Yeah, so try and just keep it nice and tight. Just have a little look at you. Okay, so Sarah. Nice. Sarah, join me. And Becky. No, Becky, okay. So Zara. Yes, hello. So we're gonna go here. Yep. And so whichever hand's holding it, it's gonna go over that shoulder behind. So follow my trace like that. And then you're gonna release and catch with the same hand behind you. Yeah? And we're catching it just where the back is. So let's have another look. Better. That's it, yeah. Nice. Nice. Come on, Helen, it's different, I know. It's new.
I've already broken one birthday present and one ornament. I'm not risking any more
Okay, alright. Alright. Okay, nice. Good. So Becky, try and release a bit lower down. So just try and release a little bit lower down. Because if we're finding that it's flying off and it's going really far, it's because we're releasing too high up. And it's not going to drop just behind where our back is. It's going to end up going off. Okay, so remember it says, so Sonny, up to here, let go, catch. So we're not folding. It's going to be a release, catch. That's it, little less. There we go. Try and each time just release a little bit lower down. That's it. Good. And like I said, when we do the catch, try not to catch with our arm like that because we're moving, yeah? Or we end up knocking it as it goes. So try and keep yourself nice and central. And I learned all this off Callum Barker. Did a little worky shot. It's very good, very good. Very good. If you don't know him, go find out about him. He's good. Yeah, nice. Good. So remember, keep yourself nice. Don't bump into it. Yeah, we don't want to have a brawl with it. That's it. There we go. Good, good, good. Good. And once you're confident that you can do it with one hand, so I'm going like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and then I'm going to try my non-dominant, which is always going to be my tricky customer. Oh, look at that. It's like it wanted to behave once. We're going to try and twist the pattern up, and in a minute I'm going to introduce, well, not in a minute, I will introduce how you can have a second hoop in it as well. So if you want to twist the pattern up, we're going to catch with the other hand, yeah? So I'm going to throw up with the right, and when it goes over my shoulder, I'm going to catch it with the left, and I catch it in the same kind of position. Yeah, so thumb is up, and then I bring it to the front, so I don't catch it so close to my back. So I catch, and then I'm going to swing it from here to the front, over to the other side, and then swing that front, catch, 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 catch. Nice. Nice. And resist the urge to turn it into a fold, guys. Don't let it become a fold, for it is not a fold. Good. Nice. Nice control. Okay, so remember, we're not bringing it up to here and letting go. Nope, 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 nope. We're letting go here. So it's not to be like this, it's to be like this. This flat, not like this. So we're not right over to left, pass, catch with left, catch, 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 yeah? So we're doing the same thing, we've just been drilling, and the only added difference is we've now got a hoop in our left hand, and what we're going to do is we're going to pass that at the front as soon as I release. So as soon as I let go with the right, my left is passing that hoop to the right and I'm catching with that left. Yeah? Nice. Nice. Good. Nice. Yeah, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. And if you get to the point where you're like, my brain is in nuts, just start again. Just be like, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Just go pass right, pass left, catch left. Yeah? So we'll call it throw. Throw right, pass left, catch right. Or throw right, pass to right, catch with left. Whatever works for you, works for you. But you're basically releasing it, and then you're passing the other hoop to the other hand before you catch it behind you. Nice. Nice. Okay, so you just do it one side for a bit and just be like, how do I do this? And just get down with it. Yeah, so we can get down with it. I'll do it with two different coloured hoops in a minute so you can see better. It's just because they're little hoops and I feel like little hoops are cheating. Okay, there we go. Cool. And then you can try it the other way. So you can go, so your left going over to your right, and then you're going to do that pass at the front. And you're just going to drill that. So remember, you can just be doing the one hoop. You've got the one hoop. Or we can be doing the two hoop. Yeah, you don't have to do the two hoop. So practice it both ways. And then start to alternate. So you can go right, catch, left, left, catch, right. Yeah. And there is another variation. So remember, we're releasing just at the middle of our chest is where we release, and we keep it on that plane. So we keep it here, so it stays vertical. At no point is it coming up here, because that's going to make it fly off. Okay. Nice. That's it, that's it. Just break it down into little bits, and then just start to switch it. Just doing that pass at the front. And then in a minute we'll have a go, just keeping it just going one way. Whoopsie. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to show you the other pattern as well. And again, I'm not saying that you have to do all of this, it's so you know where you're going with it. Okay, like you're not supposed to be able to do it all at once. If you were, you'd be a hoop demon and you'd be teaching other people lessons not coming to my lessons. So don't worry about it. What you're going to do is you're going to, when we're doing the throw catch, you're then just going to throw catch. And just take it in turns between the two. So go throw right, catch right, throw left, catch left, throw right, catch right, throw left, catch. And then you've got them both going. I'll just do that. So we're doing that same pattern of just going with the one hand. But instead of going, take it in terms of doing that pass, you're just going to alternate. So you're going to go, right, that was what we were doing before with the pass. So now we're just going to go one hand, one hand. Yeah, one hand, one hand, one hand, one hand, one hand, one hand. Yeah? And I find these therapeutic. I think they're quite nice to just drill, kind of switch off and just be like, yeah, pass, row, pass, row, pass. Nice. Nice. And try and release, like I said, try and release it so it does just do that kind of skid over your shoulder because it looks cool. And these are part of like the bounce and roll kind of family. And then you move on to do free. So I'm on the free at the minute and I'll tell you what, it is hard. So anyone you see doing free, like you need to like round of applause them because they know what they're doing. They saw a devil at a crossroad, made some kind of crazy deal. So remember, you're just alternating. So right throw, catch right, left throw, catch left. So right does it swing, left does it swing, right does it swing, left does it swing, right does it swing, left. Yeah, so you just alternate in between them. Clear as mud? Good. That's it. Or we've got the other option of passing at the front. Yeah, but if we don't pass at the front, we just just do what we did as the drill at the beginning, but we alternate. Wait! Between them. Yeah? But like I said, it's hard. Good. No, look, you want to ask me. So remember, you're just throw, catch, throw, catch, throw, catch, throw, catch, throw. Yeah? Nice. And then you could take them both into some petals at the side and you could go into that thing there. Yeah, that little roll up. So we've had you got any questions? Because now's your time to ask me, pick my brains, please. Yes.
What kind of things can you do from the juggling?
From these ones?
Yeah.
So you can start to add like palm spins. You can go up, palm spin, yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. So you can do those, and then you can catch them. If you catch them at the side here, as well, it's kind of, you can bring them up, you can turn them around, and then you can take them into like a thread the needle, yeah, or you could, so from that, you could just catch them on your arm like that, and then you could do a turn and take it into a windmill or whatever. Yeah?
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, just experiment.
Alright.
Experiment. You got it. It's good. Ask me a question. Yes. I can't hear you. Bit. Yeah, a bit better. I'm getting real close. Yeah. 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 You want your hands to be both in gecko. Embrace your inner lizard. Yeah. 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 So what we'll do, if we're doing both, and I'll show you. So I've got the red in the right hand, silver in the left hand. You start them spinning. Yeah. And you're going to flick and you catch on the inside. So same with that one, I flick and I catch on the inside. So each time I catch them on the inside there like that. Is that what you mean?
Sorry, I meant the one where you're like, one who's going across, changing hands.
That one.
That one.
Uh,
That one.
oh, okay, this one.
Yeah. That one.
That one, okay. With 2 hoops, 1 hoop. 1 hoop. I was like, where? Okay, even I have my limits. Okay, silver. So catch at the front. So flick and catch, and then I just spin it round my. If you catch it at the front, I won't confuse you with forms and stuff. What you want to do is every time you catch it, you want to catch it in that position. You want to catch it on the inside. So your hand is like this. Yeah, so this point of view, each time it's inside and I'm catching it in that gecko thing. And on the push down is when you flick, under catch, under catch, under catch. That's with a spin on it. If you want it without a spin on it, then you catch it on the outside each time. I might have just made it really complicated for you without meaning to. So you're going to catch it on the outside if you just want to throw, catch, throw, catch, throw, catch. Yeah, if you want to have a spin, then put it on the inside in that gecko. Cheers, mate. Yeah. So basically go outside catch for basic. Just outside catch. Well, if you want to start putting like rolls in or spins, then you want to go for an inside catch. Yeah, I will touch on them another time. I was going to teach another thing tonight, but we ran out of time. It's fine, we'll do it next week, because next week is leg day again, and this was a leg thing, so that's going to be cool. So yeah, next week is leg stuff. Yay. And we'll be kind of looking at the, we'll start where we left off with passes, yeah, and go from that, adding a little bit of a roll. I will see you next week. Have a really good week. Stay safe, don't go mad, stay sane, and I'll see you later. All right, bye.